is where rookies prove they belong, and veterans show why they're still here.
This should make for a great exhibition game between Anchorage and Prince George. Wrist shot! Move back. Goaltender stopped that. Advances the puck.
Line
Played up. With a wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that.
Pad save.
Anchorage puts its second line out. Moved ahead. Advances the puck. Into the attacking zone. Quick pass up for the howitzer. Blocked. The ref indicates a delayed call.
I probably wouldn't have called that one. Sometimes you have to let the players settle things amongst themselves.
Prince George drew the penalty and scores! That's a power play goal.
If you take a penalty, they'll make you pay for it. They used the manpower advantage to net that last goal. Nicely done indeed.
And just like that, it's a 1-0 lead.
The defense has to realize if you're going to give them a line on the net, it's going to take the shot. It's time to get working.
McDonald grabs the puck. McDonald moved up. Centered.
Line 3.
Wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that.
Now that was a quick pad save.
Moved ahead. With a wrist shot. Blocked. Moved up. Passed ahead. Moved back. Hit.
Got a big piece of him there.
Advances the puck. Over the line. Wrist shot. Anchorage puts its scoring line out. Quick pass up. Passed ahead. Moved ahead. Quick pass up. Right in front with a wrist shot. Moved up. Anchorage puts its checking line out. Played up. Prince George dumps the puck in. Grabbed by Anchorage. He gets shoved.
He sent a message with that hit.
In over the line. Moved back. Moved ahead. McDonald dumps the puck in. Jumped on by Anchorage. And out they come with a puck. Passed ahead. Fires it. Blocked. Shoots quickly.
Line 2.
McDonald dumps the puck in. Anchorage takes over. Anchorage puts its scoring line out. Centered. Shoots quickly. Blocked. Talberger takes control of the puck. Talberger. Quick shot. He takes it. The ref indicates a delayed call against Anchorage. He gets called for interference.
His man was nowhere near the puck. That makes it interference. Good call by the official.
Prince George will see if they can take advantage of the power play.
They'll need to maintain their puck possession to keep pressure on the D. Let's see if they can make something happen here.
Intercepted. Wrist shot. Blocked. Shoots. Goaltender stopped that.
Super pad save.
Ahead to the neutral zone. Moved ahead. Into the attacking zone with a wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that.
This man is equally at ease making saves with his gloves or his pads.
Across. Moved up. He gets rubbed off the puck. Anchorage has it now. Talberger. Shot it hard. Blocked. throws it in. Leg save.
Top the pads, no luck there.
Moved ahead. Passed ahead. Quick pass up. Goaltender stopped that.
It's a tough goal to take, Jim.
The faceoff goes to Anchorage.
Number 77. The goal was unassisted.
Wrist shot. Block.
Uh-oh, we've got a scrap about to break out now, Craig.
Yeah, they'll drop the mitts and raise the fists. Here they go.
Took a few shots.
He gave it a great effort, but he came up short in a close scrap.
The faceoff goes to Anchorage. That's offside. The puck is about to be dropped. This man's got tremendous concentration.
And he uses it well on the draws. Just watch the way his team lines up. They know he's going to win it.
He gets checked.
Great job taking the body.
Gets the shot off. Leg save.
The goalie did a great job keeping the puck out of the net.
Shoots it quickly. Goaltender stopped that.
Off the pads for the save.
Through center. Along the boards with a wrist shot. Blocked. Moved up. Icing called against Prince George. They're getting ready for the face-off. Advances the puck. Wrist shot. Nailed.
This doesn't look good.
Shoots quickly. Goaltender stopped that.
He uses the pads and makes the save. Crashed, and the puck comes loose. The first period is over, and now comes a critical time in the game, the first intermission. This is when coaches adjust their strategies and get their players to correct any first period mistakes.
After a close first period, we're ready to start the second.
Each team needs a good start to shake things up. Look for them both to make an early statement.
The faceoff goes to Prince George. Played up. Passed ahead. With a wrist shot. Blocked. Turned over. Swats it. Blocked. Heidelberger gives him the business. Wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that.
Pad save.
He gets hammered.
Line 4! Line 1, get up there!
Shot the puck. Grabbed by Anchorage. Gets the shot off. Heidelberger stops the shot. Pushed off the puck.
He looks a little shaken up.
Line 1!
Prince George gets a hold of it. Delayed call. He's getting called for tripping. Not the strongest tug in the world.
It doesn't matter, though. You should never be allowed to trip a guy.
They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Anchorage.
28. 2 minutes for tripping.
Brings it out. Centers it. With a wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that. Rubbed off the puck.
A textbook body check, Jim.
McDonald finds it. Quick shot. Goaltender stopped that.
Now that was a quick pad save.
Advances the puck.
Make the change!
Out over the blue line. Rink wide pass. Over the blue line. Wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that.
He used the pads to make the save.
Out over the blue line. He gets thrashed. Prince George dumps the puck in. Anchorage picks it off. And out they come with a puck. With a wrist shot. Glove save. The ref is ready to drop the puck.
Joe, Jim, he never saw it coming.
Wrist shot. Blocked. He gets hit. Passed across. Moved across. Passed ahead. Centers it. With a wrist shot. Scores!
A good wrist shot is hard to stop, and that was a good wrist shot.
Game half over now, trailing by a goal. The pressure is rising.
This is when you've got one eye on the puck and one eye. Scores! When you score like that, it can really give your team a boost. Great goal. He stepped into that shot big time and put it past the goalie.
The one-timer is hockey's quick strike, and he hammered that one home. Anchorage, now with a 2-goal cushion here in the second.
They're definitely starting to lock up this game.
Prince George dumps the puck in. Picked up by Anchorage. Anchorage puts his second line out. He gets laid out. In all alone, right in front, fires it! Goaltender stopped that.
Super pad save.
Shoots the puck, Prince George, now with it, shoots! Anchorage, got it! Wrist shot, leg save.
Gets the pad in there for the stop.
McDonald controls the puck. Prince George scoops it up.
Line two!
And they get called for icing. The players are lining up at the face-off circle. Working along the perimeter. Shot! Leg save!
He makes the stop.
Quick pass up. Out of their defensive end. Delayed call coming up. Fires it hard! Blocked! There's a penalty coming up. He gets called for roughing. Yeah, he was over the line there.
Absolutely. At this point, he's just piling it on. That's roughing.
Prince George could make some noise now.
Playing on the power play gives them a few more options. Look for them to play very aggressive.
Brings it up. Across. Played up. Shoots hard. Pad save. Moved up. Moved across. Played up. And out they come with a puck. He knocked him off the puck. Offside. We're ready for the face-off. Anchorage takes control. He gets pushed.
Great job of zeroing in. There's a fight about to break out, Jim.
And we've got a couple of willing combatants ready to wage war. Skates off with a big win.
Definitely. He was just too much for him in this one.
The action's about to start. Kahlberger gets hold of the puck. Wrist shot from the left. He takes over.
Joe, he'll pay more attention now.
Moved ahead. Pass back. Shot quickly.
Shake it up!
Moved up. Anchorage dumps the puck in. Delayed call against Prince George. Anchorage dumps the puck in. He's getting called for hooking.
Take a look at the replay, and it's crystal clear what happened. Keep your eye on his stick.
About to drop the puck. The faceoff goes to Anchorage.
14. 2 minutes for hooking.
Quick pass up. Gets the shot off. The ref is signaling for the faceoff. McDonald jumps on the loose puck. Short pass. Prince George puts its #1 penalty-killing unit out. That's offside. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Anchorage. Prince George dumps the puck in. Brings it out. Centered. Muscled off the puck.
That's just a good, solid body check.
Save! Corralled by Anchorage. With a wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that.
He uses the pads and makes the save.
Prince George dumps the puck in.
Line 3.
Anchorage has it. Wrist shot. Prince George takes possession. He gets rocked.
He drilled him a good
McDonald scores!
He really rifled that one-timer home.
They say a quick release is more important than accuracy at the NHL level. The goalies won't argue with that one. Anchorage lets one by, and that cuts their lead to a single goal.
And there's still plenty of time left for the other team to get back in this one.
With a wrist shot, leg save!
Also entitles you to discounts on many of our other events. Check our website.
Welcome back as we start the third period.
It's been a close game so far, but that could change soon.
Across. Wrist shot, blocked. Played up. Delayed penalty coming up. He gets called for hooking.
And we've got a beautiful angle on this replay. Take a look.
There should be no doubt in your mind about the call. Prince George will need to work the clock and just get through this.
Not necessarily, Jim. They've been known to score shorthanded. They may try to go on the attack.
With a wrist shot. Intercepted. They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Anchorage. Quick pass up. Turned over. Moved across. Ahead to the neutral zone. Played back. McDonald gets muscled off the puck. Blocked. Passed ahead. Out of their defensive end. Played up. Wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that.
Pad save.
Blocked. McDonald knocked him off the puck. Prince George takes over. Over the blue line with a wrist shot. Oh, down. He's out of the play. Turned over at the blue line. Out over the blue line. Wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that. Shoots the puck. Goaltender stopped that.
This man is equally at ease making saves with his gloves or his pads.
Prince George dumps the puck in. Shoots. Pad save. Advances the puck. Brings it out. And that's icing. Anchorage is taking advantage of face-off situations.
Now this has helped them control the tempo. The results on the scoreboard speak for themselves.
He's getting called for roughing.
I think someone let their temper get the better of them, and it ended up hurting their team.
The face-off goes to Prince George.
2 minutes for roughing.
They're getting ready for the face-off. This man is one of the best around when it comes to the draw.
More often than not, he comes away with the puck, and that lets his team set the pace.
For the wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that. Moved ahead. Intercepted. Passed ahead.
Change up!
Quick pass up. He gets nailed. Fires. Blocked. Check.
To win on the road, you have to be physical.
Change up!
Through the neutral zone. Moved up. Cranks it. He gets checked.
He just wouldn't let him by, Jim.
Played up. Talberger. Blocked. Shoots the puck. Off the post. Talberger. Turned over. Scores!
He hammered home that slap shot. What a blast.
It can be downright scary for a goalie when a guy can let it loose with that kind of velocity. Prince George ties it up with half the period left to play.
They've blown this thing wide open. It's anyone's game now.
Prince George dumps the puck in. Anchorage gets a hold of it. Short pass. Fired it. Blocked. Moved ahead. Breakaway. Wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that.
Perfect pad save.
Advances the puck. Passed ahead. Working along the perimeter. Blocked. He gets crushed. Moved ahead. Talberger gets shoved. Passed back. Turned over. Advances the puck. Icing is called against Anchorage. The puck is about to be dropped. Out of their defensive end. Over center ice. Over the blue line. Up along the boards. And this time, they've gone in offside.
Tuesday night is hat giveaway night.
The ref is ready to drop the puck.
In the building will receive a limited edition hat featuring
Offside, Anchorage. Anchorage has won most of the draws so far.
And that's had a big impact on their play. We've seen it again and again in this game.
Quick pass up. Knocked him off the puck. Here we go, Craig. They've squared off and they're ready to throw him.
And these guys don't like each other much.
Lost his first fight, but I think it just fired him up for the second.
Jimmy seemed to find some renewed enthusiasm this time around.
The face-off goes to Anchorage.
Steve, a 5-minute major for fighting.
Bumped off the puck.
Couldn't get out of the way that time.
He gets laid out.
That hit was all business.
Played up. Shoots it quickly. Off the post.
Line 4!
Moved up. Moved ahead. Quick pass up. We have a penalty call. He gets called for cross-checking.
I don't know of any league where that kind of hit would be allowed.
Anchorage will go on the power play.
This is where they need to turn up the heat. If they can mount a few odd man rushes, they might be able to do some damage.
Shoots quickly. Offside. The players are lining up at the face-off circle. Short pass. Rips the shot. Blocked. We're ready for the face-off. The face-off goes to Anchorage. Centers it. Brings it in with a wrist shot. Blocked. Pass back. Shot quickly. Pad save. Shoots quickly. Goaltender stopped that.
Off the pads for the save.
One times it. Prince George puts its number 2 penalty killing unit out. Out over the blue line. Wrist shot. Blocked.
Go, go, go! Go, go, go!
Quick pass up. Passed ahead. Passed across. Quick shot. Turned away. Hits the post. About to drop the puck. The face-off goes to Anchorage with a wrist shot. The ref is signaling for the face-off. The ref indicates a delayed call against Anchorage. There's going to be a penalty. He's getting called for interference.
Now that's something you just hate to see, because of the way it stops players from showcasing their skills.
Anchorage finds themselves down a man.
I've got a feeling the next few minutes will show what this team is really made of.
The score is tied, and time is starting to become a factor.
Well, at this stage, both teams are going to start playing more conservatively. Now they'll wait for overtime to make a move.
The action's about to start. He gets hammered. Icing called against Prince George. The players are lined up and ready for the faceoff. Ahead to the neutral zone. Move back. Clock cranked him.
This is a great road effort.
Moved up.
Play in the third period.
Anchorage dumps the puck in. Turned over in the neutral zone. Wrist shot. Blocked. Played up. With a wrist shot. Pad save. Talberger shoots the puck. Advances the puck. He gets muscled off the puck. Anchorage in control now. Intercepted behind the net. Shot quickly. Blocked. Shoots it.
Both teams are tied at the end of regulation, so it will have to be decided in overtime.
Is it worked out? Next Thursday's open house is your chance to...
Overtime is where the stars shine brightest.
Let's see who'll step up and win this game.
They're getting ready for the face-off. Across. Quick pass up. Cranks one. Goaltender stopped that. Moved back. Pushed off the puck.
You can't beat a good body check.
Prince George has it now. Behind his net. Moved ahead. He gets pushed off the puck. Prince George now with it. He gets shoved. Prince George dumps the puck in. Prince George finds it.
Line 3!
Wrist shot. Leg save.
And he waited to see the shot coming before he committed to the ice. That's patience. He clips him on the play.
Pass to him. Anchorage dumps the puck in. Prince George takes control.
Line 2!
Short pass. Move back. Shoots the puck. A delayed penalty called against Anchorage. He gets called for hooking.
The referee makes the call. It's hooking. And that means 2 minutes in the box.
Prince George sees their chance with this power play.
And this is as good a chance in this game as they're likely to get.
Leg save.
It's off the pads.
Gets the shot off. Talberger grabs the puck. With a wrist shot. Goaltender stopped that.
He used the pads to make the save.
Blocked. Played up. Moved up. Rifles a shot. Goaltender stopped that.
Super pad save.
Intercepted.
Save!
He gets bumped off the puck.
He took that one all right.
Grabbed by Anchorage. Talberger.
Line 4! Line 2!
Jumped on by Prince George.
Go. He dished out a good one there, Jim.
Played back. He gets pushed.
He's not buying into the home ice advantage.
Played up. Quick pass up. Wrist shot. Blocked. Advances the puck. Played up. With a wrist shot. They're getting ready for the face-off. Moved across. Passed ahead. Passed across. Quick pass up. Talberger shoves him.
You want to avoid that.
Fires! Talberger scores! Awesome individual play to get the goal.
What a sweet wrist shot right there. He just picked his spot and snapped it home.
This is Jim Houston with Craig Simpson.
Saying goodbye until next time.